Okay, so today we are learning how to use our accessibility features on our computers. So right now I'm using a MacBook. In order to find my accessibility features, I'm going to come down to this little bar and I'm going to go to System Preferences and then click on that. Maybe it will load. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then I'm going to come to accessibility. So accessibility is this little guy right here. So I'm going to click that, double click it. Okay, so here we have a bunch of different things that we can change in our accessibility shortcut. So first is the voiceover, and this is a feature that helps you if you have vision problems. So it will help you to be able to control your computer through your keyboard instead of having to see the screen. So um, So with the voiceover, you can use the different keys on your keyboard, and the voice will tell you which keys you're pressing. So if you want to type it out, it will tell you which letters you're using. If you want more training, you can come down here to the Open VoiceOver Training button, and it will walk you through a more in-depth training. Next is Zoom, and we all know, probably all of us know what Zoom is. So Zoom is used for vision impairments as well, or maybe if you just can't see something very clearly. So Zoom, you are able to just focus in on one something that you want to see more clearly. So up here you can use keyboard shortcuts to zoom, so that means that you can press certain keys. So these ones, it's like control or command, 8 different things in order to zoom in, to zoom out. So you can put those on. I'm going to turn that back off. You can use scroll gesture with modifier keys to zoom. So you can use either control, option, or command. Choose whichever one you want. Smooth images, you can click or unclick. I like the smooth images. Zoom follows the keyboard focus. Click or not. Speak items under the pointer. So this will speak to you as well. So if you can't see very clearly. So zoom style, you can do picture in picture or full screen. Okay, next is display. And this is just what your computer is going to look like. So this first option, invert colors. So change the colors. So this might help somebody who has a hard time seeing the screen like this. So maybe they see better with the colors inverted. Or use the grayscale. So as you can see, everything is gray. Everything is the same, pretty much the same color and with different tones. Differentiate without color, reduce motion, increase contrast. This will help you to see more clearly. As you can see, it's a little more clearer. And then with the contrast, when you increase your contrast, you can make it super contrasted, whatever you want. This is shake mouse or pointer to locate. So when I shake my mouse, it gets bigger. Okay, next is speech. So this is having the person talk to you through your computer. So I chose Samantha, and this is her normal voice.
Hello, my name is Samantha. I am an American English voice.
There you go. So you can have enable announcements. So if you want your computer to speak to you with your announcements, you can enable that. Speak selected text when the key is pressed, so it will tell you what key you pressed. Samantha, or whoever you choose, will tell you that. Okay, next is descriptions. So this is audio descriptions. So this will just tell you in your media, in your videos, or different things, your music, it will tell you, it will provide a spoken description. So your your computer will speak to you what's going on. So you can put that on or not. Captions. I think if you've ever watched a movie with the captions on it, with the subtitles, you know what that is. So you can change what they look like. So this is preferred closed captions instead of standard subtitles. So that is for the deaf or hard of hearing. Okay, next is audio. So this could be used for people who are hard of hearing or have hearing difficulties. So when an alert or a notification sounds, this feature, it will flash the screen so that instead of just hearing the notification, they'll be able to see that there is something going on. Play stereo audio as mono. I think that means monotone. So you can, if you want that. Okay, next is dictation. So this is in order to interact with your computer. So in order to enable this, you need to open your dictation preferences. And you can see like the microphone, the language, just different things like that. Dictation on. So whatever you say will be sent to Apple to be converted to text. So instead of having to type, you can just speak to it. Next one is Siri, kind of the same thing. If anybody's ever used a smartphone or an Apple iPhone, Siri, you can talk to Siri instead of exploring through the phone. So you can just say, Siri, call this person, and Siri will call this person. So you can do the same type of thing. So, you will, but for this one, sorry, I was wrong. For this one, instead of speaking to Siri, you will type to Siri. So call this person, and Siri will beep. Or when you're using a headset, Siri will beep and then do whatever you commanded it to. Or you can type it, and she will do whatever you commanded. Okay, the keyboard. So you can enable your sticky keys. So that means that you can modify the keys to be set without having to hold the key down. Or slow keys, adjust the amount of time between when a key is pressed and when it is activated. So just different things that you can do. Or your accessibility keyboard. So this is without having to use a hardware. So as you can see, so you can just use a keyboard instead of having a keyboard on your computer, on your physical computer. Sorry, it kicked me out. Let's go back. Okay, your mouse and trackpad. So this means that I can control, when I enable my mouse keys, means I can control my mouse through my keyboard and the number pad. So that's easy that's helpful if my mouse isn't working, or if it's easier for me to just use the keys instead. And I can change the speed. Switch control. So this means that you can change what controls your computer, whether that's a mouse, the keyboard, the game pad buttons, or other devices. So you can enable that. Hide panel after inactivity. So if you're not active on your computer, it will hide it after a certain amount of seconds, and you can set that. So these are your accessibility features on a MacBook, an Apple MacBook. So there you go.